How it do, how it be, how it is, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back to this wonderful episode of Rotten Toil, a phenomenal Thursday campaign that we have here on the show. One of 4 weekly streamed campaigns, and you can find the rest over on the YouTube. It's called Longshot, and if you would like to join our community, you may head on over to the Discord. Last we left off, gang, we had a fight, a brutal fight involving a dog with hands instead of a head and 2 surgeons that were cleaning a unicorn. There was a chair that the Lady Haverbeak apparently resides within, wishing for death, and the party fighting these surgeons, who then mutated and became even more vicious and terrifying, defeated them. The party defeated them, and they found their quarry. They're looking for the Eld Thunterwary, a ancient druidic circle that is very focused about lore keeping and histories and all that sort of good thing. We're trying to recover them. We found them. They are petrified and in a pit with a bunch of pigs nearby. Salvatore, upon realizing all of that blue crystal in the other room with all the nervous systems embedded within, went over to see if there was a little profit to be made with Hune. And then bad things happened. And we're going to get to those bad things, but first we're going to go to the crew. Let's start with our very own TooHardTheBard. Jade, would you like to introduce yourself to us?
Hello, my name is Jade. I go by TooHardTheBard on multiple platforms that I'm active on. Ooh, voice. Like TikTok, Instagram, soon to be Twitch. You can find me on this wonderful stream where all my friends are still alive and nothing bad has happened to them, and I'm getting that bag. What else? Sorry, my brain fried. Do I just hand it to
Yeah, you passed it off to somebody.
Yeah. Owen, Jared, Catch. Yeah.
Kind of like I caught a lot of electricity last time. Yo, I'm Jared. Owen is dead. Big rip. Speaking of dead/death, Steen.
Yep. Sure looking crispy without a heartbeat. Yeah. I'm Christina Steenker playing Belthira, and I'm looking a little dead. Not happy about it, but it is what it is. I really just want to get into this episode. Like, I don't want to talk about anything. So, I'm gonna hand it off to the wonderful Hannah.
Hi, my name's Hannah Harper. I'm Hannah Plays D&D everywhere on the internet. And I left for 1 week for Easter to go and see some birds. I come back and all of my friends are dead. And whose fault is that? And I don't have enough diamonds. So this is going to be really interesting. And I'll throw it on over to Jet.
Yo, what up? I'm Jet or Pingu. I'm Cos.Pingu across the interwebs. You can find me here on Thursdays playing as Lux, hopefully. I am rolling death saving throws tonight. And you can find me on Tales Guild on Tuesdays playing as my straw girl Astra. Yeah, about Lux, you know, she's 5 foot even, you know, she's really pale, long white hair, you know, she's not at all evil or mean. Well, she's not evil or mean, you know, she's very kind, and you know, she shouldn't be rolling death saving throws this session because she's just a girl. She's just a simple human girl. And I know what happens if she fails all these death saving throws. So the party doesn't need to know that. It's fine. We're good.
Let's get into it. Cygni! You, my friend, bear witness to this fight. There is a bit of participation on your part as well. But for the lion's share, you are there for this kind of drawn out fight. One of the surgeons like splits into this like insectoid thing. Belthira does eat another brain from the insect thing, and that goes pretty poorly. And did succeed in the con save, if I remember correctly, and was able to eject the brain and all of the fun little things that came along with the brain. Don't eat insect brains. Now we know. And I think there's this moment where, as the fighting is coming down from, everyone's coming down from the fight, and the fighting is kind of, you find the statue that fell over with a part of the head kind of breaking off from the impact, and that has a lot of your focus. And Owen comes over, picks up the bit of broken statued head, kneels down around the statue, finds where it belongs, and mends it back together. Cygni, where do you go in these following moments? You do watch Salvatore and Hune hear from Belthira and register that the blue crystal must be very expensive, and they do wander away from that room, going into the first room. You're kind of on the threshold here. Continuing inwards or following out?
Cygni, we found the pit. Is the pit nearby?
Yes, it is a trapdoor on the floor.
Yeah, I think she immediately goes to look at that.
Okay, yeah. You lift the trapdoor open, and immediately there's this of pigs. And you can't really see down into the pit. It's very dark.
I think she will do a gentle produce flame, just to kind of light the area as she's looking in, holding it out in her palm as this, almost white flame kind of flickers up and out.
It is a very long way down, and you have to kind of lean in a bit to get that extra couple of feet. You have reach, and you look down, and all of these pigs, hungry, skinny pigs, look up at you with a certain amount of feral viciousness. And you see maybe 30 plus stone statues of old, predominantly female druids, predominantly femme older women, in various states of like fear and recoil. Couple of them, seemingly putting up a fight and stuff like that, but all in various states of petrification. And that's when a detonation so like seismic there is a blast that, as you're hanging and kind of got the flame out, that lurches you. Go ahead and make a dex save.
Okay. Let's see. My dex isn't great. Is it a saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. 16 plus 3. 19. Do I fall into the pit?
You fall into the pit, but you're going to take half damage.
Okay.
Of the falling, you manage to not break any of these statues. 8, 7, 15. What is that? Okay, this dice needs to go. It's too cryptic. It's a 3 though. So, 18. Half of 18 falling damage. As you kind of crunch to the bottom. And immediately, all these pigs start descending upon you.
Do I understand them? As a Furbolg, I get,
think you definitely know what's on their mind.
That... awful. Okay.
They're very hungry.
I can see that. Fuck. I don't want to hurt them. I guess I'm kind of a vegetarian. I don't really want to make bacon, but I might have to here in this moment. I think just instinctually, she starts kind of swatting them away. Okay. She won't cast any spells. She'll just kind of like shove snouts in various directions, being like, "Shove off," and kind of look up to see what the fuck happened with this blast. Because I'm assuming, did the trapdoor kind of essentially disappear?
Yeah. It's blown.
Or did it fall over?
Yeah. So
blown
it's just
off.
now an open hole in the ground above you, and you can see the ladder. Couple of pulley systems that were also being used to bring up and bring down statues. Go ahead and make an animal handling check for me.
Okay. I think it's much like sharks, you know, you just press and redirect. It's a 17 plus 4 for a dirty 20.
Okay. You managed to essentially buffer this herd of pigs. Sammy, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. And you can look back up without any particular additional issue. You do see remnants of the Eld that were uncooperative. Mm-hmm. But pigs don't leave much trace.
Right. I think that she is in a pit in the dark. Something's just exploded over top of her, and she's trying to redirect, and I think it's very hard to... I imagine with the explosion, she's got that horrible ringing in her ear, and the only thing that kind of pierces through is that horrible sniffling and grunting that pigs have. The smell is vile. Stone and pig flesh is not what she is used to. I think it's what it is it just reeks of kind of a rotting meat. And I think she immediately shouts up above to see if anyone... Hello? Anyone up there? Is anyone okay?
Okay, let's cut over to Salvatore and Hune, who both... Well, hang on, first of all... Well, yeah, let's cut over to Salvatore and Hune. The two of us, you and me, are like going over to one of these blue crystals, and kind of seeing what's up, seeing, you know, just gathering information. You know, that's interesting. When the detonation, you briefly hear from Owen before the detonation, blink twice if you need help, if you need us to end this, if you're in there. And then you kind of vaguely hear that, and then just a massive shockwave, and brief deafening noise. Excuse me. or you're briefly deafened by a noise.
I'm going to. I think when we came back to it, I think Hyun was sort of like tapping me to let me know, like, hey, something's happened. And I'll sort of quickly turn to my head, and being the smart, strategic individual that I am, I look. Oh, like that, like, oh, the fuck. How bad does it look? Like, who like, general view, what do I see? Is it like,
you see rubble?
Is like, oh, rubble.
The room's there. The room's there, but it's bigger. Various bits are decimated. There's a fine mist in the air. It's a bit red. And as you're reeling, go ahead and make a perception check as your hearing starts coming back.
$24.
Gently, you hear. I'm hearing feedback that the party is too loud. Let me make a quick adjustment. I was trying something new because lately they've been too quiet. My apologies. Everyone, quick, give me a line of gibberish. Everybody, give me a pretty please.
The Fitness Grand Pacer test is a multi-aerobic stage platform test that gets gradually more difficult over
Lux
time.
is just a simple human girl who can do nothing
she's
wrong
not.
and isn't dead.
Stop being a fucking liar. It's terrible.
Okay. And one more from Belthira.
Reacting to this message will grant you access to the server.
Excellent. Okay.
Which?
Onward. With that high of a check, you hear a muffled hello. You hear Cygni. Is anyone okay? Is anyone up there? Sorry. I didn't put that much time. I should have tried harder.
No, I think it was brilliant.
There's Are you running? Are you moving forward at all, Salvatore?
I'm moving carefully, trying to like keep an eye out for my associates. Rifle aimed. I'm gonna sort of like tap on Hyun for a moment. Keep an eye out for our associates. I can't see much, as I'm trying to see if they're in the debris somewhere.
Understood. Yeah, you kind of move forward. First things first, you do see your fallen party members.
Oh,
bits of them.
They look bad.
I mean, there's some rocks here and there kind of in the way. Bits of rubble. The chair is split open. Emily, go ahead and post the second picture for me. And I will do so with the side chat.
Oh, cool.
As you see Lady Breton, the remnants of this ghost's mother and Lord Breton von Haverbeek's late wife. Inside the chair, now exposed like stringy cottage cheese, the veins and the nervous system fully exposed. And dead.
Good for her.
Lux, make a death save. And then
I have 2 DM inspiration. I'm gonna use 1 to give myself advantage on.
Okay. And then tell me a favored memory.
A favorite memory. favorite memory is she's back home. She's with her sister, and they're playing outside. Like, I imagine, like, you know, like, there's like a ditch or something, and they're crossing like a log on it, and like, oh, her sister trips, and she puts a little band-aid, a little bandage on the knee, something like really, really cute, and just like a maybe. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah. Do you want to know what I rolled?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I had advantage on this.
Mm.
I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Oh. Wild.
Whoa! Now, refresh me, gang. Is a nat 22 succeeded death saves? Or is it...
Yeah, you stabilize right away.
Okay. Salvatore.
As far as I remember, unless they've changed it.
You move into the room, and one of the first things you see is Lux. You see Owen to the side, you see Belthira to the side, and Lux was prone, and suddenly convulsing, back arching unconsciously. Lux, you have you lose this memory. And what is replaced with it is that of the ground falling from beneath your feet. Falling away, grabbing the edge, and then the edge crumbling away as well. Salvatore? Belthira has been crushed by rubble. You can see where they hit up against the wall from the explosion, slid down, and then the rocks started burying them. You can see the bit of wall behind them that their back is up against, and you can see that blood slide from above as she slid down and is slumped forward. Owen. Owen is also dead. Vast, scathing burn marks cover his body. Almost unrecognizable. Cygni and Salvatore. I don't want to speak for you, Cygni. Are you going up the ladder, or are you staying down there for safeties? I don't...
Yeah, if the ladder is there, I will definitely be clambering my way up. I'll probably hiccup, pig in the nose as I'm going up and go, sorry, as I'm scampering back up the way, because I don't know what's happened.
Salvatore, as Lux begins to writhe on the ground, you look and Cygni is coming up out of the trapdoor, eyes wide. Hune is also going to grab the side of the wall and lean on it, staring.
I think Salvatore's like sort of taken him back. For once, he's not terrified of the sounds that Lux makes, because he already knows that there's something off with her, as established a witch, of course. I think there's going to be some concern, and I think without thinking, he is going to go over and sort of drop his rifle and he'll do like a slide over, and I'm gonna go ahead and cure wounds, Lux, because they're the person that's actively moving. And I am thinking, oh God, that was a loud explosion. How much time do we have before people start realizing that explosion came from within? If you'd let me.
Yeah, go ahead and make either a survival, a history, or an insight.
It's going to be an insight. That's a 16 for my insight. 15 plus 1.
With Guildshot dead, likely the riots are slowing down. So there is not much time. Exactly how much time is, you couldn't say.
Okay.
It wasn't easy to get down here, but there surely are other routes.
Okay. Do I know that Owan and Belthira are dead? Yes.
It looks real bad. It looks like they certainly look like corpses, but feel free to make a medicine check.
Oh, that is going to be a 17 for my medicine.
Belthira, tell me a favorite memory.
Belthira is currently running through a field, frolicking, one could say, picking flowers with her sister Ingrid, which nobody knows her name. That is her sister's name. She hears theory from her mother. Her and her sister are picking flowers because her mother is picking and weaving together little flower crowns for them. And as she hears theory, she looks over to Ingrid, says, "Let's go!" And they run back to where their mother is.
Amazing. So that memory's gone. And in its place, is this strange memory. It's very similar, but it's definitely not the same in that everything seems relatively normal until theory. And you look, and your mother is wearing a crown of thorns. Now tell me a hated memory. Something heavy that would never come out. Something you keep deep in your heart.
What I wrote down was different from what I sent you. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Looking around, trying to scavenge anything that she can. Her and Ingrid are on the streets. They're fending for themselves. Just the constant feeling of hunger. Always cold, never enough clothes. Always thirsty. I'm so scared, Ingrid. I'm afraid we're not going to make it another day. How are we supposed to survive?
Oh no. This memory changes too. This one becomes third person. You're watching little you and little Ingrid. And this necrotic haze seems to begin swirling above the two. And you look and you see now how starved you were. But then something pierces and parts this necrotic cloud. But it's a different cloud. It is ink. And it says, "Be gone. Be gone. These ones will be mine. You may not have them. Tenebris, be gone." I am Suniri, and this is my domain. Okay. Owen. Give me a cherished memory.
You okay? Owen. An adult. Certainly younger than we've seen him thus far. Sits dressed in worn military uniform, a short distance, not a short distance, a decent way away from a fire, where the rest of a group of soldiers are all seated, relieving a hard day's march, having their stew, having some drinks, singing songs. Owen's not near them. He's just sort of staring into his own bowl. But then one of the soldiers steps away and joins him at distance. And thanks him for taking a hit during a recent battle for this other soldier. And then he kind of gestures for Owen to follow him back to the fire. Owen does follow. Some of the other soldiers give sort of dirty looks. But then the other soldier stands up for him. And there's a few grumbles, but a few nods of acceptance. And he finally gets to sit at the fire with the rest of the soldiers.
Man. This memory twists. The other soldier stands up for you. And another soldier, confident of their views, pushes back. And kind of, instead of smearing you, which is kind of what's expected, smears the soldier that stood up for you. Tell me now of a hated memory.
that same group of soldiers, including Owan, are locked, weaponless, in a holding cell, prisoners of war. They've been there for days, we'll say. Sort of wasting away. And then the sounds of fighting starts to carry on the wind. Owen gets up to look out the measly, small window to the outside. He recognizes vaguely the insignia of the soldiers that are assaulting the enemy camp. Mercenaries, by the look of it. And a little bit of hope blossoms inside. Maybe my family has sent them. So he starts to reassure his squad. His actual, what's the word I'm looking for? He's the leader of this squad. His actual troops, yeah. The battle continues, and a group of the mercenaries work their way into the prison, start killing the guards. It's a good day. They unlock the gates. By this time, Owen has gotten his men formed up. They're ready to join the battle, ready to get some weapons, ready to continue. The mercenaries start killing his men.
Yeah.
When Owen tries to stop them, or he dies along with the rest of them. His next memory is waking up, having been resurrected, back home.
Here again, in between places, there's a perspective that you don't fully understand. But again, it's like you're watching in third person a scene before you. A painful memory. And you note something. The one who had the most problem with you being there from the first memory is not behind bars like you thought. Instead, he is drugging the jailers, unlocking the door to let in the people who would go on to slaughter you and your men like fish in a barrel. That was one of the only other people that had direct correspondence with your grandfather. Lux. You stabilize.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still unconscious, correct? I believe you're still
I think I
unconscious.
stabilize.
I'm pretty sure.
You stabilized.
roll-
Nat
Nat
20 gives
20.
you 1 HP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, so stabilizing
up.
is
1
awake
HP.
then.
Mhm.
Okay, Lux. Good news. Your eyes open. You are yourself. And you kind of look and open your eyes, and you can immediately see Salvatore and Cygni, who is coming up beside, and Hune, who is shaken. And your spine feels like a bright bar of iron. Very painful. But you can wiggle your toes.
I think, like, still in this, like, rattled, barely alive brain space, you know, very, like, a bomb just went off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think she's gonna start, like, trying to crawl towards whatever closest party member is down. Not that she can do anything.
You see Owen's charred corpse. You begin crawling towards Owen. Salvatore?
I know. Continue. I was just wondering what I would learn with my 16 in medicine.
Thank you.
If they're both dead.
Okay,
well,
they have been
confirmed.
I'm so sorry. I was flipping a bit. They have been, confirmed dead. Electrical burns for Owen's case. Belthira thrown, back of head hitting the wall, crunch, as well as electrical burns.
Okay. Oh, continue playing out the scene. I want to watch this. Sorry, let me just drink this.
You're in it.
Well, I
make sure you feel
out of
like you're
character.
in
I
it.
want to watch this scene be described before I go and do my thing
Much
because I
love.
want to see the tears.
Belthira. In the later stages, what we do at the table is we have a favored memory, a hated memory. Both are affected somehow. And then what it looks like for the individual as they begin to leave the physical dimension and enter the astral current. Now, you are a cleric of death. Tsuniri bows to no one. And this is something you've thought about for some time, especially being in the war previously. And you are actually safer right now, your soul, than you were back then. So this is kind of a surreal experience for you that is, of course, painful and disorienting and terrifying and all of that. But you feel the numbing and calming embrace of Tsuniri, of death. And as your soul begins to lose its sense of identity and begin to return to the astral current to move on and be born once more in the next pain, you are gently gathered up and held in place. Make a religion check. Belthira. As before you, in part, is the abstract god Death, gathering their devout.
Okay. 15.
15 is enough to have enough learned experience and knowledge, even in this turbulent moment, to know how to communicate with Death. Now, there's a spectrum for my pantheon. On one side, you have personable, characteristic, individualistic, can have a conversation with. And then you have the other end, which is abstract, hard to commune with, difficult to like have a conversation with because it's not really a person. It's not structured like a thinking individual. It is more of a complex and abstract entity. And Death is all the way at the end of that spectrum. So what does it look like for you? What do you say? What do you do? This would be the first time you've ever spoken to your god.
Belthira's going to look at, you said Sunari?
Suniri. Suniri. I'll type it out, no worries.
Okay.
A very unknown name for the god of death, but that is their name nonetheless.
Belthira looks at Suniri. And after reliving those memories, has that realization that Suniri was truly the one who saved them.
Okay.
And looks at Death and simply says, "Thank you." And does a bow. If there is a ground to bow on.
It's as if you're standing on a great reflective body of like you're standing on a mirror. And above you is the astral with its swirling, complicated clusters of panes, and the astral current, which is a deep green that flows through quote-unquote space. And there's this monumentous effort, not in gathering you, not in keeping you safe, but in communication. There is this monumentous effort. Do you wish to continue, or would you rest? Make a religion check.
$16.
You are being given the option to go to heaven or to be reborn in the next pain. Now let's cut there for a second. And go to Owen. Owen. You wouldn't have remembered, but you do now. You've been here before. You kind of rise up out of the mirror. And you're still a little out of it, right? It's still this transition, but you are still of your identity, if that makes sense. And you have the cosmos, the astral dimension, the eternity that the pain resides within. And you note, standing with hands together almost nervously, almost like in a state of worry, Lord Tyrosh Vayant, billowing, smoky head, who seems to be standing on the mirror and looking down into the mirror, hands fidgeting. Turns to regard you. That's not a good sign.
Neither is you being here.
You see a
I
moment
assume I can talk.
Yeah. You see a moment of calculation. Do you know the difference between people who work for me and the ones who work for the gods?
What difference could there possibly be? Subservient to power.
I don't wield their souls. I need not worship.
The difference in worship and blind loyalty.
Begins to pace. Blind loyalty is simply devotion under scrutiny by people like you. Devotion is amoral. Take, for example, and he draws a little closer. If I were to offer you such affluence, I would not require from you worship. It would be work. What is wrong with this? Pray tell. I do not claim your soul. I am not some fell or sickly sweet god.
Yet, you wait to offer until I'm dead, passing on to the next plane.
Would you have listened?
No.
And you were in some way already serving my purposes. You assist. And he looks down again. The smoking pillar looks down again, and you can see the genuine worry. My most useful tools.
That's the thing, isn't it? Tools. How it always looks when you're at the top. Even if it's not the tip top. When you're above them, they become tools. I've known too many people to use that word.
You missed your calling. You should have been a philosopher or a priest. I can't tell which.
Yeah, we don't know. Some of us are born under power. Promised it, but only at the cost of. I didn't see that.
Says I'm a
It's probably
tool.
the best. Power only comes after a hard choice. Some of us don't even get to choose.
Not all of us get to choose. Would you like to be one of those who could?
I might have been. I'm not looking for power, but freedom from it.
A life on the road, adventuring with your friends. You are not so complex, I think, as you give yourself merit for. You are not lazy. You are burned. You wish to heal and comfort. I mean, gestures to the astral current. I will not hold you here. Do you not see the difference between myself, gestures, and those like Tenebris?
Owen starts walking
Okay.
towards the astral.
Okay. Cygni, Lux, Salvatore.
I'm gonna go ahead as Salvatore, and I did say initially that I'm gonna retcon what I said, that I slid over to Lux, because I far like this scene a lot more than what I had planning, because out of character, Lux is miserable and crying over Lux is miserable. Not miserable. Lux is over the body of a dead homie, and I'm okay with that. I'm gonna quickly turn over to Cygni and point out, and Cygni's still climbing out.
Well, I literally have only just come out of the hole, so Cygni hasn't seen the carnage yet. I crossed out, surveyed the scene and see what has happened. I think my eyes immediately lock on Lux and Salvatore in a cluster, and will immediately book it towards them. Seeing the kind of burnt corpse, the smell, something she is rather familiar with. I think she has to kind of stop herself for a moment as she approaches, and has to like really settle her heart for a moment before she powers through, because it's Owen. Diamonds. And is immediately going to check her person for a diamond.
You have with you a diamond worth
1 diamond.
300 gold.
I pull out my pocket, and I think as I do, I turn around as I finally locate it. I feel my fingers kind of crest around it as I see and spot Belthira's body. Do you have another diamond?
I'm gonna sort of don't, do I? No, I don't. I think I picked up a lot of stuff in my time. I was tinkering with the crystals. Does those happen to be diamonds? I don't think so. I'm gonna look at them. No, I don't.
Catch. And I'm going to toss the diamond to Salvatore for a moment and run to Belthira's body. And I'm going to look over her body to see if she had diamonds on her. Death cleric and all.
Belthira, you would have set out, and you would have you set out under specific circumstances that I don't think you've revealed yet, but you would have definitely gathered certain things for your journey. As a cleric, did you bring with you diamonds? Do you have diamonds in your inventory?
Above the table, I don't think that we even talked about that. So I don't have anything in my inventory. I don't even have gold.
I'm finding chunks of brain and whatever else. I'm just pouring it onto the floor.
What level are you, Belthira?
At 13.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this up to Cygni's investigation roll. Investigation check. As you begin rooting through this death cleric's belongings. Also, what else do we find, Belthira, in on your person? Oh no.
A really good 11.
As real quick before you say anything, Belthira, the hope begins to die in your heart. Cygni, you feel your heart sinking in your chest. And you stand back and you look at all of the bits and bobs that you've pulled out of Belthira, and you don't see a diamond. And then there's a little sprinkle. There's just a little sparkle. You squat down and you get down to the floor and you look at the kind of debris that you've pulled out, and you see the finest diamond dust that is sprinkled amongst all of the belongings, as if a bag was destroyed. I put the DC 50-50, and you made 1 over. However, this diamond dust must be gathered. It's all throughout one of the pockets. It's all throughout all of this gear on the floor. And you start looking around and you can see bits of it that's kind of not like blown away because it's dust, it's diamond dust, but you sprinkled out. And okay, so you've got maybe enough diamond dust if you can gather it all up somehow. But first, Belthira, what's some of the other stuff they find on your person that is covered in this diamond dust?
Well, I think it's safe to say that they find a little bit of extra brains, given the fact that I threw up the bug brain and had little creepy crawlies inside of it. So you're probably finding a little bit of that. I could only assume. Yeah, I had to make a saving throw to make sure that I heaved it, or else all of those extra little bits would have stayed inside of me. They didn't, which is good that I know of. But you will find like calligrapher tools, thieving tools, the huge. And you'll find that she hasn't really carried a whole lot with her. She traveled incredibly light.
Okay.
Can I ask, can I do a medicine check or a history check, whatever it might be? I have revivified somebody before. Do I know how much time I have to do it? Because I think it's... I, hand above the table, think it's about 5 minutes. Is it less than that? It's 1? Okay, I gotta move fast. Shit.
No pressure.
I
Got
would
it.
say
Cool.
Get it?
that once
Diamond.
once
Pressure.
once you're aware that the dust is there, now you're thinking of, okay, it's possible. What's the time limit? Oh God, you have very little time. You have under half a minute. Salvatore? Sorry,
this is Jade talking. Under half a minute, revives 60 seconds, right, until they go kaput. Assuming that 2 of our party members are dead, it is going to take how long is a revive per each person?
6 seconds.
And if
each.
it is 6 seconds each, okay, then I'll
Yeah,
just.
it's considered instantaneous.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
so
Sorry, it's an action.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Cygni, looking through the body as soon as she sees that the dust is around. I need your help. I need you to collect the dust. I'll take Owen. You just have to collect it.
Right. I'm gonna go over and do what she says.
Hyun
We'll
gives you the
snag
help
diamond,
action.
Immediately book it to Owen, who I imagine Lux is actively kind of cradling.
Yeah, Lux, like her ears are still ringing. Like you shouted and she's like not hearing words currently. Like her eardrums are still, and her vision is blurred. She took. Oh God.
I imagine.
I think that she
like,
just shouts like "Get up" to him, like
I-
his body.
will kind of almost like slide over towards you and grip underneath, and I'll try and hold you and shake you for a moment, but I imagine it's literally like trying to speak underwater. It's just that kind of like muffled noise that comes out until eventually something pierces through of just let go.
She'll back up, but like watching.
Cygni is going to, as quickly as she can, raise up the diamond and essentially like crack it into Owen's chest and cast Revivify.
Paint me a word picture of the druidic casting for Revivify.
I think it starts small. I think it starts with a simple glimmer, a sparkle of this kind of almost like pixie dust-esque that kind of emanates from where the diamond is pressed into the center of the chest and slowly begins to almost like tendrils move its way up and around the body, almost like kind of moving through the main arteries and kind of, it looks a little bit like a root system that kind of expands across his entire body until it encompasses the whole thing, and it alights with this crack of light before we see if it works.
Owen. Lux's voice. As you begin to lose your sense of identity and sense of self, and just as you're about to kind of step into the astral current, get up! Blossoming pain. As your eyes shoot open.
What do we want to play with? How much of the damage did the reviv undo?
You're at, I believe you're at 1 HP.
1 hit point.
1 hit point.
So,
But like,
You're crispy.
how crispy do I remain?
crispy enough to RP in vast amounts of pain, but mechanically, you're good to go.
We'll do a regenerate later.
Yeah.
I don't have the spell
Does he
skill
keep
out,
his
so
arm?
right. As soon as sorry about this, Owen. As soon as your eyes open, I drop you and I run back to Belthira.
But Lux is there. And Owen, you feel yourself falling again for a second before you fall back into Lux's propped up arms.
Don't fucking die.
I'm kind of, I mean, you could see, if we're going full Quispy here, like, as the, jaw clenches under the immense pain of having been turned into charcoal, my jaw will clench and, the skin cracks around it. That's pretty dope. And eyes are tight with the pain. And my eyes are just kind of unfocused. But I start to get a sense that I have been revived. And then I just slowly close them again. Just clench. Just clench there.
Lux, make an insight check.
Okay. Well, my favorite dice is in dice jail currently for that nat 1, so let's use this one. Insight? Where'd my calculator go? 23.
Profound shame and guilt.
And disappointment.
Like crippling. Crippling levels, near crippling levels of that. Cygni. Salvatore and Hune. Salvatore, at advantage because Hune is helping, sleight of hand. Or if you have any other means you would like to attempt this gathering of dust, it's kind of a complex and stressful puzzle.
Especially given the time limit.
Yeah.
With advantage?
Yes, because Hune is helping.
28. I crit.
Oh! Jade. Legend.
I like money.
Salvatore, you pull out the little toothbrush you keep just for your diamond dust, and you start just kind of like with precision. And by the time Cygni's booking it over to you, you have this small little leather cloth with 300 gold worth of diamond dust. And you're able to, and Hune is like,
It's a little bit like bringing in a plane, as I'm diving towards the dust in order to grip my hands around it. For the first time in her life, Cygni doesn't say thank you and immediately just starts doing what she's doing. Apologies, she's immediately going to take the dust and spill it over top of her body. So I'm immediately pouring it back out as she takes her hand and her staff and places it on the body and will cast Revivify once again.
Belthira.
As I use my last spell slot.
Tell me the end notes of this moment and of that you're having on your end of things, and end it with your eyes opening.
Looking at Tsunari to answer the question, I say neither. There's too much that needs to be done currently. I need to go back.
There's this... It's not... Okay, make an insight check at disadvantage. Because what you don't sense, it's not disappointment, it's not confusion, but it's not something that Suniri expected. But again, this is a very abstract entity. So the disadvantage.
Rolled a 17 and a 1.
Okay, the best you got is rumblings. Did I just make a mistake? Kind of a dread.
Oh, I lied. It's a 7.
A 7.
Sorry.
Okay, you
They're
know
right
that death is not cross with you with a 7 by your answer. And you're going to be able to cling to that in the days to come. There's this nothingness, this void, like you're in the astral, and so it is kind of fantasy space above the table. You've got, it's just more colorful and pretty and gay, and there is a nothingness. There is a lack that seems to have been the thing that kind of gathers you up. You have not once failed me. And then your eyes open, and you can feel the back of your head re-knitting closed. And you feel your brain unstick off the wall.
When Belthira comes to, it's a gasp. And as she's feeling that, like, everything feels like googly eyes, kind of, right? So, like, everything feels, like, shaky and blurry, but not at the same time. She is focusing on Cygni. And as she is looking at her, feels the back of her head and looks at all of the blood on her hand and looks back to Cygni. What happened?
There was and she will immediately make eye contact with Salvatore, who collected the dust, and I think she ran on pure adrenaline for a moment, and this time it worked. This time she got there fast enough, and there is this immediate sense of relief as she looks back down to Belthira and says, there was an explosion, and well, you and Owen and you went down.
An explosion?
I was in the pit. I didn't see.
An explosion. And Belthira starts to look up and sees the fractured chair, the broken glass, and a very crispy Owen. And it comes back to her what happened. And she is seeing again Owen breaking that glass conduit. And then she feels the back of her head again. It's like, fuck.
Touch that. That is probably a bad idea. Not a medical professional, but unlike Cygni, who was off doing important things, I saw you... Salvatore, poor social skills. You ate shit. a lot of it. Your blood was all over. You. It was like, and then I turned around and you're. Can you stop fingering the back of your cure wounds? Cure wounds, please.
So as she's feeling the back of her head again, like obviously there's blood, but it's knitted back together. Like there's no actual wound there as she's like feeling it. It's aching at this point. But when Owen says you ate shit, Belthira, being an old bitch, does not understand that phrase. And she's like, I didn't eat shit. I ate a bug brain, but I didn't ingest any feces.
He's being facetious. And I'm going to kind of take a chunk of your skull from off the ground.
Oh my
The
God.
only spell slots I have left are first level, but it does mean I can cast some Cure Wounds. So I will take essentially like a part of your skull and just like gently cup underneath your chin and like slot it back in place so it kind of refuses. And I will cast a first level Cure Wounds on you because that's all I've got. I have no more staff spells. I got nothing.
Belthira, real quick, that's picking up that bit of your skull is to you monumentous and needs to be written down as a event, as that bit of your skull that just technically now would be considered by your people a holy relic.
Well, you get 6 hit points back.
And
I added
yeah.
my cure wounds on top of that.
Yeah,
It's not a big deal. 17.
you're a big deal. Fucking love you. Additional 17 HP. Beautiful. I think we're gonna grab our first break there. We'll be right back. Mwahaha.
Drink more water. I don't understand why you don't.
Chat,
good
did you
for you.
drink water? You need to drink water, chat. It is the fuel of the flesh mech. Okay. I wouldn't say the party like gathers as much as it is has a beat to breathe. Hune steps out and is gonna make a perception check. And in broken common, should be people coming. I sense no one.
We have already established that there is hypothetically some beast that is enacting petrification, correct? We know two.
Well, they don't know. I know.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Belthira does have
I
some
ate the brain.
information from brain munching that has not been passed down yet. My apologies.
Got the brain. Got it.
The party does gather.
Gather, crispy, broken.
I think we need a place to rest and hide for the time being. I don't have the capacity to bring you back again should you go down.
I fully agree with that. And after she's like ending that sentence, she's going to cast Mass Cure Wounds for everybody at level 5, which is 5d8 plus 4.
Let's go.
So
Let's go.
everyone gets 31 health back.
Oh, and your skin doesn't crack anymore when you move. Lux, your spine bends normally. And Belthira, your dizziness and memory and clarity sharpen.
Owen, with the cure wounds taking the edge off, the clench lessens, and he'll open his eyes. He'll give kind of like a very slight, kind of hopeless, but what can you do? Kind of like half smile, and then like start to pick himself up off the floor. Pigpen rope trick.
If we go down there, we're not going to disturb anyone either.
Can we?
Yeah, I wouldn't look there.
Can we put the statues in as well? If they're relocated, we'll have to find them all over again.
With rope trick, does the plane disappear, or do you keep going back to the same one?
I think it opens up. I think it opens a new one every time. Let's see. I don't
Taking
know
a
if
gander.
Yeah, I got it. Let's see. Portal opens up to an extra dimensional space that lasts until the spell ends.
So it does jettison whatever's in there, I think, at the end.
Does it cease to exist? Yeah, I guess it's probably better to just have it,
Also, it's not big enough for all the
Vacate.
statues, looks like. Can hold 8 medium or smaller creatures.
I suppose there's no point in taking the statues unless we know what we can do with them. If anyone has a cure for petrification, feel free to speak up now.
Because her, with that extra healing, all of her memories and thoughts are organizing. There are 2 beasts here. Let me go look and see what they are again. Please hold. There's a basilisk and a gorgon. I say that in her voice. There's a basilisk and there's a gorgon here, both of which can petrify and depetrify, right?
Yes. One a creature, one a person.
So what you're saying is if we were to catch the creature, they could hypothetically bring them back.
Hypothetically, yes. And depending on their alignment, if they are forced here against their will, then we have a higher chance that they'll work with us.
And if we are able to contain the creature, I do have a way of binding them and making them do as we wish, should it come to that.
I can only purify food and drink and breathe underwater. There's a few other things, but I don't think I will be of use here. I am a rune knight.
Can we just kill them? The basilisk. I don't know about the gorgon. I could reason with the gorgon.
First things first, resting, and I think she's really avoiding eye contact with you, Owen, and looking at your form. I think she has to kind of keep the sick that is bubbling in her stomach. And she keeps her gaze on the floor, trying not to. You can kind of clearly see that she's breathing through her mouth rather than her nose. Rest first.
Belthira does see this, like, clear avoidance. And even though I'm sure Owen has a lot more to heal, she's going to attempt to prestidigitate him to, like, clean up some of the extra gore.
So, look away, Cygni. I'm gonna pull a little bit from Brandon Sanderson here, and as you prestidigitate that crisped top layer, which has been healed under, and new skin has been grown in under it, there's this peeling of all those now dead layers of skin that would count as grime and dirt off of Owen in the prestidigitation. There's just this peeling of dead, burnt skin that kind of crisps off like burnt parchment.
Honestly, with an old burned layer of skin peeling off of him, be gags. You just-
Pigs blow. They smell food. I think you muted Sal if you said something. Okay.
Well, shall we? I could use a nap.
The party lowers themselves down into the pit, and you can see these 30, 40 statues. One stands out to you, Cygni, now that you're not in a rush. You don't know them well, but you recognize them simply because they're easy to remember. Emily, go ahead and post the third picture. But you recognize them from your travels, Cygni. Still petrified. This Furbolg, this other Furbolg, looks older. Huge antlers. And you can see the leaves and the vines that are petrified along with them. She's the most collected and calm of the frozen, petrified people, and staff remains in hand, and she holds herself up high and proud, eyes closed. Honestly, you could almost mistake this one for an actual statue. Make a history check.
History is not my forte with a 9.
9. You may never have met this person. You don't remember their name, but you know them to be prominent within the Eld. Whether it's you had a memory shared or sketches or something, this person has been a prominent figure within the Eld. They have done something of valor. They have been very accomplished in their druidic career, if you will. And you do recognize the staff as a status symbol, this particular staff. But with a 9, it's about all you got. And the party ventures down. Pigs aren't able to look up, but they're trying. Owen, you form above, and this swirling in space soon opens up into this hole in the rope, slowly rolls and unrolls down to the party, and they're able to gain access to the rope tricks, pocket dimension, and relative safety.
I think just prior to leaving with her final remaining spell slot, the pigs, she will cast Good Berry and toss. So they're not hungry.
Yeah. It's very nice.
Here, piggy, piggy, piggy.
There we go.
Is there one that I can take with me?
Yes.
Or are they big?
I would say
there's not like a
like
micro pig up in there.
There's not a micro pig, but there is a runt running around that you could grab.
You're coming with me.
Check your bingo cards.
Cygni collects a creature. I'm feeding it good berries. It's like we're gonna become friends right here, right now.
As the party ventures up, before you can close it, Owen, Halo kind of appears and then peers at the hole like a new home, and then also will just fold in, fill up a lot of the space, and so the party finds themselves all kind of huddled down in this smaller space. Cygni has a tiny pig that is just trying to get out, and then all around you guys is the mossy layered texture, mushroomy layered texture of the owlin, which kind of the face kind of gathers at the top and looks down at the party. Halo seems cozy, but with that we are at our maximum occupancy. The party takes a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
Yay.
Owen, Belthira, in this rest, you're able to organize your memories, and the memories of what happened when you died are beginning to fade. Go ahead and you pull what information that is pertinent to you from those memories, but go ahead and make history checks, the both of you, to retain those memories.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
$13.
13. Another thing, Belthira. Tsuniri, the abstract god of death, spoke to you, with you. Now holy words to be recorded. Remind me, Owen, can you look through the floor and see down into the room below? If I remember correctly. I feel like we had this discussion last time too. My apologies.
Yeah, we definitely talked about it before. Creatures inside it can see through the portal.
Okay.
Anything inside the space drops out when the spell ends. So,
So you have to like lift a layer of mushroom, but As you do, you look down after a couple of hours into this long rest, and you see the statues are still down there. The long rest comes and goes, our weary heroes. Quiet. Demoralized and stressed. But for some of you, there's little bits of victory to be found. Do you take this time, Belthira, to give more the pertinent information of the brain that you consumed and the like? Okay. And Owen, do you give the pertinent information of the creature in the chair was definitely blinking twice at you in response to your blink twice if bad, if it's bad? Do you pass on that information?
I mean, I'm certainly not gonna withhold or anything.
Yeah.
I just, sure. Yeah, I mean,
The party catches each other.
I don't know
up.
that I don't know that Owen would like offer it up unless prodded.
Got you.
My guys, fetus and catatonic, honestly.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Yeah. It's pretty clear to the party that Owen is taking this really, really, really hard. Belthira, make a religion check.
Oh, big rip.
13.
13. You've been taught in this time of war against Tenebris, against despair, is pivotal that you attempt to maintain a healthier headspace, because Tenebris can pounce upon that. And you see Owen as at risk. You determined that everyone was kind of at risk to a certain degree, but when you met them, because they weren't taking time to like meditate and do all the things that you've been taught that are very important to keeping despair's influence at bay. But you see Owen curled up.
Can I go to Owen and cast Calm Emotions to ease that feeling of despair, to bring him back into a more positive frame?
How does that work?
I believe there's a wisdom save or a charisma save involved.
Charisma.
Okay, I'll make a charisma save.
Can he choose to fail it?
He can choose to fail it, but I don't know if
Yeah.
Owen specifically would.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's
There's a
not,
lot
not
of like,
choose to
I
fail it.
deserve this going on. Charisma saving throw.
It does. I mean, I'm down to like kind of turn it into a bit of an RP spell. I'm down for that. It seems to be mechanically for charmed and frightened. Just to,
I think
for the record.
pretty frightened. I think this might fall under that.
yeah. I mean, I guess it's close enough. It's not really. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I just wanted to bring it up. Just to...
Yeah. I
And
think
this is the
RP spell, yes, very much. This could apply.
Okay. Charisma save. What?
Suppressing strong
gonna be,
emotions in a group of people.
Good old +0. Let's see how this goes. All right, it's a 16 on my Cha save.
it's Cha 15.
Okay. So,
Rip.
Belthira, you're a little confused.
So-
You feel Owen fight it.
She like
Even more
scrunches
concerning.
her face. And she looks at Owen because her head is bowed as she's like just touching his shoulder. She looks up and looks at him. Why are you fighting this?
I think he. I mean, he was sort of staring at nothing. So his eyes will kind of lethargically wander over to enter the conversation. Fighting what?
The despair is emanating off of you. It's like an ashy taste on my tongue. You need to come back to us. You need to come out of wherever you're at in your head. Or else Tenebris will come for you.
Coming back has been the whole problem. Killed us.
Did you wish?
Sorry.
Repeat the last thing you said.
I killed us.
But did you mean to?
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
It doesn't.
But it does. Your actions, if they were to intend harm, then where you're at in your head is where you should stay. But I don't believe that to be true. I don't believe that your actions had malicious intent. That's why I'm asking.
If it were a single event, maybe that would have worked. It just keeps. I can fight. I'll fight, but
Have you been brought back before?
yeah. Killed
I see.
everybody last time too.
So realistically, you shouldn't be here.
Twice over.
I shouldn't be here. But we are here. Which means that we should use this time to do what we can in this war and to stop despair and not give him another inch to take over us, which is why you need to come back.
Hune.
This isn't your second chance, it's your third chance.
Hune doesn't look up. He's whittling a pipe. He goes, "You are victim, not other way."
Whether I meant to do it or not, doesn't really matter if everyone's dead. This time, we got lucky. Some of you survived, and for some reason, got me back up after that. Last time it didn't do great. It didn't go that well. Next time, it might not go that well, because it will happen again. I thought I could keep it from happening again, but it didn't. It just happened again. It'll be fine for a while.
It may be fine for a while, but that's all we can do. But our lives aren't your responsibility. And you shouldn't carry that on you.
You have flashbacks, Owen, of you running out to fight. And doing everything in your power. After you ran out of the prison, doing everything in your power, still being cut down, still not being enough. The burden of leadership crushing you down. You have logical reasonings.
If I can't protect the people that matter, then there is no point.
That's not true.
Why, I mean, while we're being logical here, I don't see that realistically despair can be defeated. It's where life exists, so too will despair. But down to try. I was trying. I'll still try in my own way, but
Well, the storm god was destroyed that we know of, which means that there is a possibility that we can defeat Tenebris. There's still a possibility there. And even if you can't always protect the people who matter, that's again not your responsibility, because if that were true, then we all would be feeling the exact same way. And we would be giving up And then who's winning? Nobody. Everybody will ultimately be taken by Tenebris. And no one wins. Death always follows. But what we do before is what matters most.
I don't know.
Don't fight me this time. And I'm going to cast Calm Emotions again.
So, I rolled a D100 for a 50-50 shot.
Ooh.
I don't think it's an active fight,
Okay.
but it's a choice of failure. I choose to fail. He chooses to fail, I guess, is how I'll say it. He lets the failure happen, I guess. Maybe the way to put it.
You feel the torrent of your conscious and subconscious soothe a bit. It's not a fix. It should not be relied upon like a fix. But it does help.
Owen will let out a sigh. You can't see that it is, he's relaxed a bit. He's not quite as he's not spiraling, but his posture still kind of sucks.
Okay.
He'll
so-
sort of silently nod, and then just kind of lay his head back,
And then Belthira goes into find a spot also to just like sit down and lays on her stomach because she just had her head bashed into the wall.
Yeah, fair enough.
Everyone but Lux roll me a D100.
I already had it in my hand.
Lux does not dream. Lux is dream shorn.
I don't dream.
58.
Dreams like.
58.
80 even.
$75.
75. Cygni?
37.
Okay. Good news, gang. We're safe. Woo. This pig, you come to realize, Cygni, will eventually eat until they can't.
She will keep feeding until then.
Okay. Eventually, you have a pig that's just.
It's like that one scene in Wreck-It Ralph 2 where it's just increasing in size. I think Cygni kind of sits on her back and is like holding the pig in air jail and like slowly like offering, and is almost in a meditative state, listening to the gentle like and eventually I think she'll kind of curl with it in her arms and just feel the warm pig heartbeat. There is no escape from her giantest grasp.
Amazing.
I think she's mostly trying to drown out the smell that still lingers on her nose, and she would rather have pig, which is quite a distinct smell, but a potent smell, to lull her to sleep.
The party wakes up. Health and arcane prowess restored. Time is coming short for the rope trick. And taking a glance, Salvatore, you see that the statues are still down below. Preparing yourselves. You exit. And immediately, there's distant shouting. The halls echo with combat. This is not like last time. Everyone make perception checks.
Nat 1.
18.
24.
11.
What'd you say,
24.
Lux?
24.
Two
I
24s,
rolled a
let's go.
19. So plus 5.
The two of you are able to determine that there are arcanists battling. You can hear spells being cast and countered. It also smells different now. There's sulfur in the air. Lux and Salvatore make history checks.
Eight.
13.
Salvatore, you recognize the smell of what the arcane mortars, the big ones on the ships are going off, smell like. Burning their arcane blasts. Military forces are engaged with each other. And then everyone hears the distant of a dragon. Feel it in your chest. And all that. Wait, hang on. Who's the most passive perception? I gotta see who's got the highest passive perception.
I'm assuming it's Cygni at a 19.
Cygni with a 19. I think you are correct. Yes. You see, as you guys are tentatively and cautiously going back up into the room, a little flash of gunmetal. And you turn, but it's too low to the ground to be something like a soldier with a gun. And bearing a now very ornate, you could say cobbled rifle, Salvatore, the Whibbles are crossing the room with your gun.
Cygni's about to lose it.
Okay, Jade,
I
crash
ripped
out,
the
mark it
pig
off.
so hard.
You what? you what?
Gripped the pig really hard. I let it go. It scampers away.
Farewell, Balthazar.
And I'll just follow back to the Whibbles.
Salvatore, a bunch of the Whibbles. Still in the position that you saw them running away with your gun in.
I knew it. I
I'm
knew
gonna-
it, I knew it, I knew it.
I'm trying to get my gun back.
As you get a little closer, they all kind of proffer it to you in unison, and as your hand closes, they all kind of back up fearfully. We think we've all discussed it, and we think that this is yours.
Wow. Dang.
The music is getting too ominous.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
Music.
Oh, you don't hear that?
What music? What music?
Quibbles can hear the music. No, I'm kidding. But there is a certain amount of like confusion on their faces and apology. Again, kind of a mushroom head, little nose kind of peeking out, vest, little wooden shoes that curl up, little beards, and all a worry. And they're all clumped together.
so my gun is just cobbled. It just looks like a gun with what?
Just beautiful carvings, and the leather stock has kind of been nice and polished, and it's just now very ornate. It's the exact same gun. It's just
Did they just
like
pimp my gun?
engraved.
Did they just like take my
They put the new skin on it.
man? I didn't.
They got it
even
from the
need to
battle
get a
pass.
loot box. Yeah, the battle pass.
The custom kit. The custom skin.
Quibble battle pass.
The whibble effect.
I'm just gonna no harm, no foul. I think so. I was just gonna be like, it's fine. At least you brought it back, I guess. Thanks.
They all keep staring at you from underneath their
What?
little mushroom hats.
Oh. Is this the part where I give you money or something? And I remember, I didn't get any of those fucking crystals, huh? I didn't get shit.
Nope.
Fuck. I'll hand them like a silver piece or something.
They kind of shy away from it.
We don't believe
No,
in the
okay.
concept of owning things.
Wow, that is a big life thing that you just gave me, and I don't know what to do with it. Thank you for my gun.
Thank you for
Have you
helping
seen
the... Thank you for
Yeah.
helping the little lost girl.
Where is the little lost girl? Have you seen her lately?
Sophie?
That's her name. Yeah, that one.
Yes?
I told her to go hide.
Do you know where she is?
Yes?
Could you tell us where she's hiding?
Indicates a room nearby and above. She wouldn't get any closer to the mausoleum where her mother was entombed. And that was the last you guys saw her.
She's okay.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna glance over at Belthira, because Belthira was trying to send the little one on her way. It was probably exorcise the demon. Sorry. Yeah. So I'm just gonna nod, be like, okay, well, thank you, and he's gonna look at them, and he's gonna look over at Cygni, and because Cygni's been like this, like Cygni's shown some discontent towards them at all. Yeah, did you, was that just in your head, or have you?
It was more of a fervor, like one
Oh,
reacts when they see an adorable small puppy. If I'm understanding correctly, Cygni. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think I had any discontent with the child.
not the child, the squibbles,
The whibbles.
the thingy.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm actively looking at them and I'm muttering myself like a crazy person.
What did you
Are you going
do?
to adopt one?
No. They do good work.
They do
I might hire
notice.
them for
No,
labor.
they don't. They do terrible, terrible things. My mother always said that I was crazy, blaming them for stealing my socks. That's why I don't wear shoes.
We don't steal socks.
She like hikes up her skirt to like show that she doesn't have any shoes on.
They
Mismatched socks.
They all
Berries in
appraise the
pockets.
stockings.
Can I pick up a whipple?
Moving.
Lux
Well,
goes over.
I want to just and like look at it. Just stare at the thing.
Roll stealth. These are jumpy little guys.
17.
You casually just kind of step around them. The party, for the most part, kind of watches you as you quickly, in one quick lithe motion, pick one up, and it just goes.
Hello. I hear you like to steal things.
Hello. He's facing away from you.
Turn.
Hi. We don't steal things. Please.
Hey, relax. Do you not like uppies? I thought.
He
Put the whipple in air jail accidentally.
his little toes are like shaking. His little wooden boots are like doing little tippy taps, and he's holding on to your thumbs. the other Whibbles all kind of and then scurry and grab onto Salvatore's legs.
You can't. You're gonna turn the Whibble away to be faced. Cygni. Look, it could be our friend. You like little guys?
I look at Lux, who
It
is a
could
little
steal
guy.
more socks for you.
I don't need more than one.
You don't change your socks every day?
No, these are my good socks. I've only got one pair.
It could get you
Ew.
more pairs.
Do you just prestidigitate your socks, or do you like keep them dirty, like seasoned?
I am actively in the dirt most of the time. There's not much point in cleanliness beyond smell.
I'm covering the ears of the squibbles. They don't need to hear
Hang
this.
Okay, yeah. So you you crouch down and you start.
These are my children now.
No, so you're telling me that I've been lied to. That squibbles don't steal things. That you don't appear in the middle of the night and put things in my shoes.
Oh yeah.
Or steal socks. Or
We don't
make
steal
things go
things.
missing. Simply misplace them, put them in different places where they're not supposed to be, move things around in the middle of the night.
Looks at the gun, looks back, looks at the gun, looks back. No.
I'm gonna insight check
Go
because
ahead.
it's very possible
Go
Cygni
ahead.
just believes them. On a 5, she absolutely believes them. Well, I'm so sorry, I've been misled. All these years I've been carrying these berries around in my pockets to keep you away, and you don't even need them.
Berries?
Just fistfuls of round berries.
Salvatore, there's a definite moment where they all like look over your arms for a second, like, and the one that Lux has goes. Just a little leg over the leg.
I like berries.
Just, she fully empties her pockets. There's no need for her to carry them around anymore. Cygni's been carrying around and kind of restocking berries to keep in her pockets because she thinks it keeps the fae at bay, since session 1. And so she just empties them and they kind of like pool out onto the floor. And she's like, take what you need.
Lux looks at Lux.
I have Halo. Can I have this little one? Do you have a name?
We do not believe in the concept of ownership.
I don't think you can have him. Or it?
Or a
What
name.
can I call you?
In character, out of character,
I don't
Feff,
need
can
one.
I roll a history check? Because I know how you are as a DM. If we take one and we feed it, this isn't going to be like a Gremlins thing, right? Where they just start growing and they turn into these freaking things. They're not going to be like,
Make a history check.
not going to be like, oh. You like, you know, we're not going to have to
roided
worry about that,
Whibble.
right? I can't.
What you got on the history check? These whibbly, very like
Never
full
mind.
age.
That's going to be a
Whibble.
4.
A 4. There's no
4.
stories of that. There are stories, much like Cygni is referencing, that they steal your socks, and just they're perceived as pranksters. They're perceived as soft, like pranksters. Like they're not gonna even wind up hurting people or anything like that. It's yeah, they curdle your milk, and you know. Yeah, but you're realizing here that they're simply alien. They're
Gotcha.
not going out of their way to steal things. They are stealing things, but they don't see it as stealing things. They don't even see it as necessarily being like, haha, we're so sneaky, we're so devious. They're just doing stuff. And people are perceiving them as tricksy. They follow some kind of alien set of rules that you definitely do not fully understand.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, I think you're too much responsibility for me, actually. I don't think I can. I do a lot of sneaky shit. I don't know if you can do stealth missions with me. So I think I have to let you free, little guy. Maybe I'll see you again.
You put him down and he kind of doesn't go anywhere. Looks at the berries.
Did you like being held?
It didn't end poorly. Usually it ends poorly.
Oh,
want to take him home.
Salvatore, you hear.
listen.
You hear.
If we eat the berries, does that mean they'll have power over us? Oh, I don't know. We can't risk it. We can't risk it again.
Again?
Again?
We're not.
The one brave one now who was picked up and not eaten will go over and take a berry and look up at Cygni.
Big eyes, big giantess, kind of big, huge antlers and shadows, but these almost like giant brown eyes looking down. Go on.
And then looks at the other Wibbles. and they all start scampering over Salvatore's arms, and you see little teleportings, just little bursts as they real quick gather around the berries and start eating them. The one that was picked up goes,
We're not from here. We're from the Fey realm. We're Fey. People have forgotten. They think
very
we're
far from home.
gremlins.
How did you get here?
We fled.
what'd you say, Lux?
You're very far from home.
We had to go very far from home.
Lux, you're hearing things, and you're gathering this information. Go ahead and make a history check at disadvantage.
4.
Four. Okay. They're probably telling the truth. But that's all you're gonna get with a 4.
We've been called a few things. Tasty is one of them.
You chuckle, and they all kind of. But they do keep eating the berries. And there's one who is like OCD organizing them.
Cygni has crouched down and is helping get them in, like, you
Oh,
know,
you
right
just made a friend.
order, size. We're moving them around. I'm taking full direction from this guy.
Make an insight check, because there's a couple of like organizations that aren't one-to-one what you would expect, but you are learning.
Investigation?
Insight. Investigation can work. Investigation can work. You can see the bits that he's there before you.
I
and-
would prefer insight as
Yeah,
that
go for
would be
insight. I did say insight.
better. A dirty 20 on a 16 plus 4.
16 plus 4.
Me and this little man are on the same wavelength.
What you originally think to be a ripe to unripe scale is actually a young to old scale. And there's a few other things. The size is not applicable here, it's alien. Once again, alien. They think very differently. Belthira.
While this is going on, I'm gonna ask, just to the Whibble populace, so you led Salvatore to the little girl.
Thought she could help.
Do you know where her body is?
In the caves.
Where
She got lost.
do you know when she got lost?
The sun moves here. It's not something we understand. It's jarring. We'll stay still, but suddenly we're elsewhere.
Do you know where it is in the cave?
Mm-hmm.
They all kind of look at each other and kind of nod. Little mushroom hats bobbing.
Do you think you could lead us there?
Round of nodding.
Above the table, asking, do we know if the chair threat has been resolved?
You have not yet taken a gander or investigated.
Well, here's where I cut in
cracked open
and say that Owen has been gandering this whole time, not looking for a solution. He's been freaking locked in Failure Town, honestly.
Just this open wound.
He's been churning life choices. He's been brooding. We'll just go with brooding.
Yeah. Yeah, it's or it was. It isn't. And I don't know if you're a praying man, but there's a lot of hope that that is the end of suffering. You do, I think, would want to go verify these other nervous systems are in fact not more people suffering. But I think there's definitely a healthy dose of caution on moving forward in that front, and so there's pain in that direction. So here you are, staring.
Yeah, I also wouldn't really know. I could maybe Arcana check and be like, there's no magic through here anymore, so it's probably good, but I don't know what a nervous system looks like.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Would I know what a nervous system looks like?
Mm-hmm.
So I look at the Wibbles and just say, we need to make sure that the threat has been resolved. But then I would greatly appreciate you guys leading us there.
Okay.
And so, on that note, I am going, because we're not still inside the hidey hole, right?
No, we
We're
are
out.
in that room where we
Okay.
fought. That smaller room with
Okay.
the table, the decimated unicorn at the chair. We're gonna grab our second. How much time we have? Ooh.
Yeah, it's 8:33 PST, so
25 minutes.
Everyone good to continue? We don't have a jade. Okay, I see the message. No worries. Let us continue unless anybody needs to go to break, which is super valid.
I'm good.
Good.
Onward.
So, on that note, I'm going to investigate. what's happening around.
Alrighty, go ahead and make an investigation, or and Owen, you can make an Arcana. Lux.
Wanna pick up the whibble that I picked up earlier.
Okay, great. He
Come
kind of
back up.
prepares himself this time. And you.
Come up. You say you guys are from the Feywild. Do you miss it? Do you want to go back?
16.
We can't find it.
Oh, it's very tricky, but I think I know somebody who can get you home.
But they're there.
Stay.
up to your shoulder.
Oh.
Whispers
Hello.
really quietly. The Wild Hunt.
Ooh.
That's why we had to leave. Kind of backs up a little
Yeah,
bit.
I understand.
Make a history check, Lux. I know I keep asking for history checks, I'm sorry. But they are for different pertinent parts. They're not like for the same thing.
14.
14? You know that the Wild Hunt are no longer in the Feywild.
Well, good news, little guy. Little guy. My bad. I don't know your pronouns, gender.
You need a sense of identity for that.
Okay. You know, fair. I don't think things
believe in
through.
the concept of self and ownership.
I was raised on this plane. I have very this plane thinking of ownership and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And kind of leans their mushroomy head against the side of your head, against your thumb.
But good news is that the Wild Hunt is not in the Feywild anymore. Actually, it might be best for you guys to return. Safer. Maybe. Well, calling the Feywild safe is something.
At least it makes sense there. This place.
The Feywild
doesn't
is
make
weird.
sense. This place doesn't make sense. You can stay in one place and then it's different. The sun moves.
Yeah. The sun moves.
I hug a whibble and pick him up, and I just I give him a there. It's all right. Nothing can hurt you now.
It's just okay. We've been displaced into linearity. Ah!
If you help us, we can bring you. I try and bring you back.
Kinda
I've
lifts
never
up
been to the Feywild. I've always wanted to go.
Oh, sorry, this was not a group offer. I was going to call up my patron and be like, hey, can you bring these guys home? They're lost.
Who's your patron?
Lord Vayant. Yeah, okay. That's good, not knowing.
Are they nice?
That's good. Yes, very nice to me.
They won't eat us?
No. I don't think. Are Wibbles edible?
Oh, I'm sure they are. The right attitude.
I fucking love these Wibbles. I'm so sorry.
My 3 insight check on that comment does not raise any too many alarm bells for the Whipples.
Okay.
You now have a gaggle of quibbles. What did we get on our Arcana and Investigation?
9.
16.
9, 16. Okay. Okay, with a 16 on the investigation, you've got some strange crystals that generate lightning through these glass, almost Rupert drops to the chair. Those are broken. The chair has been decimated. And I would say you are able to determine that whilst the other entities embedded in the blue crystal are dead, it is anchoring, wielding, and manipulating their ghosts. And all of that intention was siphoned into the throne, this grotesque throne that the mother, the nervous system of the mother was in. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
So the throne was wielding everything else, right?
Mm-hmm.
The entities that were in those crystals.
To
Okay.
some purpose, you know not what.
Okay. And then can I determine if, even though the chair is decimated, can I still tell if it's like sentient?
Yeah. Not sentient. Here is a broken artifact of fell deific magic. The ghosts are not necessarily gone. They are now merely dismantled from their anchors. However, you know that a certain amount of suffering has abated. Now we probably just have ghosts on our hands. Not essentially using the body's neural network for a purpose. Ghosts are a byproduct.
Cygni, I need your assistance.
Anything. What can I do? I've got like 3 wibbles under my arms. Got one in a bag. At least one in a sock.
Belthira chuckles, just very lowly. You might want to put them down for this. I'm gonna need you to set some things ablaze.
Oh. She'll gently pull a guy out of a sock. Pull the other guy out of the other sock.
I'll come back for you later. What would you like me to burn?
We need to burn the remains of all of these nervous systems in here.
Cygni's face drops. All of the color drains from her face for a moment.
Why?
They were using fell deific magic and wielding the nervous systems and the souls to which they were attached. So we need to try to destroy the remains to release the souls.
Cygni will look to the bodies, and there's almost this... You know that feeling when you're about to vomit and you get that kind of acid in your mouth? You see her almost like have to push down for a moment before she looks back up to you. Will it hurt them?
They're not alive.
That's not what I asked.
What is... No. I don't know. Will it hurt them?
No.
Okay.
You were correct in your deduction.
A soul is tethered. A spirit remains behind when either unfinished business has occurred and they've died before their time, or they died wrongfully. And what has been done here is an atrocity.
Okay. Stand back.
And Cygni will walk over to the remains. Bodies is not really what we're working with. And she will shut her eyes. She won't look at this, but she will produce flame. And I think underneath her breath, there is almost just a whisper of "forgive me."
With produce flame, this is going to take about 40 minutes. Because you have to burn the crystal that's embedded within to the point where the crystal is hot enough to burn away the embedded nervous system.
Yeah. I think Cygni wouldn't speed up the process considering their last... Not this last fight, but the one before where she accidentally set the forest ablaze. I think she's very aware of just how quickly something like this spreads. And we've already seen the carnage of an explosion, and I don't think she wants to unleash any wrath in this moment. So she will take her time. Burn everybody.
Belthira, you feel the compulsion to hold a brief religious ceremony. Make a religion check. Rarely would I take the reins in that regard, but...
$19.
Cygni, and everyone involved. You're on your third, miniaturized obelisk of blue crystal. When on the crystal, 2 bare feet alight on top of the crystal in your vision, and then go up onto their point. And you look, and a ghost of a ballerina spins gently, one leg going far back, and turns down towards you and cups your cheek and fades. And you go to the next one, and a fisherman tips his hat to you and fades. This ends with a mother and a daughter you recognize dancing together.
The mother looks so relieved. And as she fades, you see them whisper something to the girl. She nods. She looks back to you all. And as the mother fades, she takes her daughter with her. She waves and does a little curtsy. And that's where we're going to end this episode. Chat, thanks for being here. I'm going to give the party, because we got a little time left, a moment to have any last moments, and then they'll introduce themselves and talk about how their characters are feeling, and then all that. And then we're going to do a raid. Do check us out on YouTube if you want to get caught up on any of the 4 weekly streamed campaigns. And check out the Discord if you would like to join a community and see some of the visuals that we have been using, as well as bingo. If anybody won bingo, feel free to put it in. But let's start with Lux. And my question to you is, actually, we're going to do a bit of outros first. You've got this kind of beautiful moment of healing before you, but it's still very surreal, and there's still the threat of danger and cannon fire above. What do you do in these end moments of the session?
I'm not sure. I think she's still holding the wiggle and just watching. Paying her respects.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Sometimes being there to stand in solidarity and witness it is showing your respects. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Toil, also known as Cos.Pingu across the interwebs. You can find me here on Thursdays playing as Lux. And you can find me over on Tales Guild on Tuesdays playing as my star girl Astra for Tales of Ages. I also do art commissions. Pay me money, I'll draw.
Yeah.
Do I pick the
Yeah, throw it to somebody. Throw it to somebody.
Hannah.
Yeah, I think Cygni is the one that is moving from body to body, physically toasting them, as it were. And I think for the most part, she kept her eyes closed, so all of the solace and all of the pleasantness that comes from releasing the bodies is not something she wishes to even witness. I think she probably opens her eyes on the very last one to catch a glimpse of the two. And I think she kneels in front of the bodies as they finally kind of alight in flame. And as they kind of disappear, she is staring almost through them off into the distance to wherever they went. And there is a look of longing as she sees this mother and child go. My name's Hannah. I have been Cygni. You can find me everywhere at Hannah Plays D&D. What a session to come back to. Cygni's feeling rough. Burning bodies is a bit of a sensitive topic for her. And now she had to do one by one. So we'll deal with that next time. And I will throw it on over to let's throw it on over to Jade.
Salvatore is just nursing and caressing his new Louis Vuitton damped gun with fine leatherwork, maybe a little bit too sensual. It's just like, now what's cooler? I wonder if it increased in value. Of course he would.
It has.
Oh, damn. I kind of don't want these whipples to go home. What if I just put them in an Amazon warehouse, and I just.
Oh my god.
Sorry. I like money. I like money. Okay, I'm not gonna take this from the
There,
motherfucker
so
that's
do
on the
they.
I wanna have
ground
a
that
Zoom.
went. You literally
I want a
went
Zoom, but I'm threatening you.
like that. No. Yeah. Hi, my name is Jade. I go by TooHardTheBard on TikTok, Instagram. Start playing if you know where to find me. Yeah. Or you can find me here, at the show, or watch my friends blow up. But it's cool. They got better. Yeah. Salvatore is just. It was a lot. I think there's like, oh man, that kid. Oh man, wait, she's dead. I think it's all sort of coming to form, and I don't think he's really had the time to process anything. Is he due for a snap? I'm not sure, but I know one thing for certain.
Oh, we didn't hear it. We didn't hear any of that.
It's
One-
just cut out.
Only you know the one thing for certain.
Where'd you lose me?
I know one thing for certain.
One thing for certain.
I know one thing for certain. I would like those crystals, please. I'm going to come back down. I'm going to climb on over. Guys, how come you guys have to die? I'm joking. That's a bit.
No more blowing up. We can't afford
No
it.
more with what I'm about to get out, we can do like 5 more times.
It's like a
at
group
least.
HR meeting, and
A
seeing us go
group
and be like,
HR
so
meeting.
fire.
Without incident board, just like sort of set up. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this over to the person who rejected a deity's offer so casually, like literally walking in the sun with sunglasses. Jared, please go ahead.
Which, by the way,
So Owen will have started going to like investigate the sounds of battle that we sort of didn't address, but as he was moving through and the souls started to pass on, he like slowed to a stop and watched instead. And as each of the spirits passed on, just felt just a teensy bit better. Just the smallest little bit each time. Maybe it was, maybe it was worth it. Maybe not. But maybe it was worth it this time. We'll see.
mm-hmm.
Just a little lighter at the end of it. Yeah, I'm Jared. This is all I do.
You do it well.
Yeah, thanks for coming along my sad boy ride for this episode. Yeah, Hey, Steen, again.
What a loaded episode. Beth, I almost cried last episode for Thistle and Quill. I play Amara, and I don't know if you saw like the look on my face with the last ghosts, but I almost cried then too. Like in a good way, because like it's just.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're getting so much emotional payoff. It's the best.
Yeah, no,
it's the best when
it's
the players
very,
are thriving.
Very good. Yeah, I think through this episode, I feel like Belthira is like finding her way in the group, and then also like to her, I know that everybody has been skeptical because I am from the domain of death. I am from the Church of Death, and I'm hoping that with the last couple of episodes, this is proving them otherwise, to doubt their suspicions, to doubt. Aside from eating brains, that's just a pure
That's
necessity.
one of those band-aids you gotta take
like
right off the gate, you know, to take off right out the gate.
Yeah, no, exactly. So while Cygni is burning the remains, I am holding a little ritual over each kind of like crystal casket, right? And on the last one, she also kneels, and like a single tear goes down because like that interaction really brings the feels back for her, because it reminds her of her parents and her mother. But then she's like slammed mentally with the image of the crown of thorns. So I'm Christina, or Steenker. You can find me all over the internet by looking up Steenker, Steenker, sometimes 3 R's, depending on the platform. I finally got OBS set up, which is great, which means that I can actually start scheduling out streams, which is really exciting. But I am here every Thursday for Rotten Toil. And then I am also here every Sunday for Thistle and Quill, which is so exciting. So come on Sunday. I hatched my dragon, little Haven.
Haven lives.
Haven lives. I love them so much.
Neutral dragon. That's been really fun to
Neutral
RP.
dragon. Yes.
It's like a sentient, very intelligent, newly created, like newly hatched creature, already able to talk and kind of just being like, huh, you know, just kind of drinking in the world, you know.
Yeah.
Really fun
so
to get in the
good.
headspace of Haven.
Yeah, I love Haven. I'm very excited for that character growth. But yep, Shane's gonna be the dragon. But yeah, I was gonna say something else. Just a quick little plug for my husband, Ches Aiden. He just launched the Ponder This Orb merch, so go check it out.
I see it.
And
Looks really good.
It looks so good.
It looks phenomenal.
But yeah, I will pass it back to the DM.
All right, and just to double check, everybody did go? Everybody gone? Excellent. Farewell, gang. We are going to pile into this raid. I may have been too invested in what everyone was saying and forgot to look for somebody to raid. We're gonna go kick it with Ben Brainerd. Everybody pile into this raid and have yourselves an excellent rest of your evening. This is Ben's first foray into the DLC of Shadow of the Erd Tree. Really, really good. He's fantastic. Him funny. Pile in there and have an excellent rest of your night, my friends. Everyone lived! We're alive! And we're rated, and the stream